I know that this car hasn't been on the channel in a very long time, and a lot of you are very upset about that, and I apologize for that. It is one of the top priorities right now to get this thing off of the racks and finally back on the road. We actually started filming the first part of this video like a week ago, and then we had to order more parts. And then I got an email yesterday from the place that we got the parts, and they said, oh, sorry, that part is on back order for 8 more weeks. So then I had to cancel that order, and now we're gonna have to just do a whole custom fuel line setup. And it's been a struggle, and I'll admit that. But I'm gonna go ahead and start you guys with the beginning of this video that we started filming, and then when we realized we couldn't do anything else, and then we'll start here. We're going to be running these DW fuel pumps today. Super hyped on these. I'm running these in almost all of my cars. They've never failed me before. Also, we have some DW injectors, but these will not be going in today because we're still waiting on our coil packs. But huge shout to DW. We're running them on nearly all of our cars in the shop now. We're gonna be running them on the Supra. So as you guys see down here, Calvin's jumping right into it.
Jumping right into it, guys. The fuel pump is right underneath the tire, the spare tire.
Something that we've assumed with this car is that nothing has ever really been changed because it's one owner. Contrary to my first belief, these hoses actually came off without breaking. They're actually not even that brittle, which is pretty impressive.
Quite impressive.
It's quite impressive.
It's quite jumping right into there, Teach.
Pepper needs new shorts. Come on, baby. Oh, yes. Let me get the necessary equipment for this job, Calv. Oh, you're just gonna send it. Oh,
she's a bit.
Oh my
she's a bit.
Gosh, that's disgusting.
Her butthole's a bit dirty. Someone opened this and put a paper clip.
Wait, but didn't you say that you
right.
had some issues, right? The car was breaking up at some point?
This is fuel problem.
Could be. Yeah.
Look, this clamp is not even.
What is this?
Dude, it's a sick mod, bro. That's just not gonna cut it, Calv.
Good thing this whole thing is gone.
So the only thing that we're gonna be using off of this stock fuel pump is the gasket that Calvin just took off, and we're gonna be using the float sender. And I'm going to take these screws off, and there's so much rust around them, it's literally like falling off like powder. We're not gonna be reusing the hardware, so like I'm not too concerned about it. And if the floater itself lasted this long and it was working before this, I'm not too concerned that it's gonna be bad, but I don't think I've ever seen
it is so
hardware in this condition. Look at that.
Keep in mind, we've never seen this thing before, and it's a bunch of gibberish, okay? But now it makes sense. P2, P3.
Position 2,
pump
Daniel
1.
Ricciardo. Sorry. Pump 1,
Let's not talk about how
3.
Leclerc lost first place.
Sad loss.
Sad loss.
Sad loss.
These pumps are very simple. This is actually the filter memes. So you got this piece, this beautiful radium, whatchamacallit piece. It goes like that. And I looked at these holes and I'm thinking, maybe it goes on here like this. Where, you ask, do the pumps go?
Where do the pumps go?
In between. If you look right here on this Ditch Vex, and you look at these 2 holes, oh my goodness. Oh my good, weird, it fits. And if you look at this configuration, 3 pumps, easy. I'm just gonna jump right into it and put it together.
We got to a certain point in the manual where it says that we need to order fuel pump relays to individually control all 3 pumps so they each get equal power. And of course, that didn't come in our kit. So we're gonna have to order that individually off of the website. I'm gonna go ahead and order a fuel pressure regulator as well as some extra fittings and some AN lines so that when we get the new parts, we can go ahead and just replace the whole entire fuel system. Because we're already diving this deep and the next step requires us to drop the gas tank a little bit, I kind of just wanted to just do as much stuff as we can because the Supra has been sitting for so long. Odds are some of the stuff just needs to be replaced. So I want to go ahead and just knock all that out first time around so we don't have to deal with it later down the line.
Many months later.
As we're still waiting on more parts, which is the story of this car, we're actually just gonna go ahead and start trying to get out the stock wiring harness. It sounds a lot easier than it really is because this JZ harness has so many plugs and a lot of it is tucked very, very deep and wrapped around the transmission and stuff like that. So we're actually gonna start removing that. Depending on how many hours we waste on trying to get this out, I'm gonna go ahead and potentially start to put in our rye wire harness. We don't have any of our sensors yet or ECU yet. We are still waiting on that, but we can at least kind of start the plumbing work, and once we have that laid down, we could even start putting back the intake manifold. And we're probably gonna have to take off this turbo manifold again because that was just there just to mock up the turbo, which wasn't really doing anything specific. But let's just get to it, start ripping out some stuff.
I need you to take the battery out. Plugs into the fuse box, plugs into transmission, plugs into the starter. There's a lot of stuff, Teach.
All right, we'll start with the battery first.
Oh, didn't know that.
This one's for the true boys out there. If you've been watching long enough to get that, I love you. Now it's time for the hard part, which is getting out the plugs on the bottom of the transmission. No one wants to do this, but I'll take one for the team.
You told me to film! What? the heck?
Nah, no
I
one
was gonna do
no
it.
one wants to do it.
Oh my god.
No one.
What a
everyone's just
narrative.
walking around.
All right, boys, look at this narrative. Look at this hero. Oh, hero shot. Wow.
It's gonna be awkward if I'm not able to do it.
And then I'm gonna do it.
Oh, I did it.
Good job, Tej.
No thing. All right.
But there's one more in the transmission right here, though.
There's also one more on the starter. Slow your roll, big guy.
Don't talk
Yo,
about my
I
roll.
actually, can you go in there and grab that flashlight from Mickey? The head one? I need it. I could
okay.
actually really use it.
I didn't see that pipefish eating, by the way.
No.
Can't use this. Is it the cop can? The pee can.
Did he see?
Caught that on camera,
Bro, that hurt.
you idiot.
Who are you calling an idiot, bud?
Look at me, okay? That's bright as fuck.
I'm sorry.
Whoa! Stop looking at me.
Talking to me?
What? Ow.
Oh,
How? I can't film.
All right. Wow, this is excellent. This is great.
You look like a dork.
This is great.
Oh, look at that function, though.
Mate, it's actually the first time we've had light on the underside. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna stare at the car. I won't even look at you. I won't look at you. This is the. This looks a little moist down here, brother. She's looking a little, unless it.
A moisture? Mr.
Unless
Moisture?
we accidentally did all this. Do we like dump oil over it? There's like too many cars now, I don't know. Might have been coming from the turbo lines.
Oh, it's probably the top.
Yeah, it's like.
Remember, we didn't clean it. Remember, it was the top of the...
That's how long
valve.
it's been since we've touched this,
Shit.
and that's why I hate myself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, internet. I get literally my ass. I was gonna say my ass eaten, but
You can't say that.
I get fucking beat
get
that
attacked.
all day. Dude, I'm like,
Look at this slipping. Look at this stance. Look at how... Let's just hero pose right here. Yeah. That's a nice shirt, dude.
Alright. Yeah, shout out to Kilogram, my boy. Keep it secret.
Hey, where the fuck's my shit, Kilogram? You said you were gonna give me some shit. You know what? It's alright. I still love you anyway. Bitch. Wow.
Ooh,
Did you do it?
got him.
Wow.
All right.
They call you a doctor for some reason.
Don't hype me up right now. You're not my hype man.
I'm here.
Actually,
I will hype. I'll
You
hype.
you are my hype.
I hype the shit out of you, dude.
I take it back. All right.
Though you blind me every.
Get this one out.
There's no way. That's not possible. I don't believe.
Hype man, my ass.
Hey, sometimes I just gotta ground you, you know? Some things I'm like, yo man, you got this, Tej. Other things, you don't know.
I believe.
Things. You believe? Well, I'm glad you believe, because I don't. Alright, team, everything is unplugged. Now,
Allegedly.
that's not what I want to hear right now, TJ.
Sorry.
We just spent the last 2 hours trying to pull this out. Ooh, doctor. Now just pull it up.
Now that the harness is completely free from the motor, we're gonna go ahead and disconnect the harness from the ECU. By doing that, we have to reach down to the ECU, which is under the passenger side footwell. So there's a big black protective box covering it. We're gonna remove this box and we should have access to the ECU and everything. We're just gonna unplug it and pull it on out.
That was a hefty piece. Stock harness is out. We went ahead, took anything we needed from the old harness and put it onto the new one, which is the grommet. We're gonna attempt to put this into the car. It's gonna be much easier because it has far fewer plugs and less big plugs. Yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it.
Okay. Yo, all right, you're in. But this is kind of the stopping point in which I want to do today. I know today's video wasn't as long as the last two and I apologize for that, but I do not want to rush this thing. I'm trying to take my time with it, obviously, as you guys can tell. I hope this video showed you that the Supra isn't dead. There's just obviously a lot of random things going on right now and kind of just having fun playing with everything, and I hope you guys can understand that. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out and keep moving forward.
Premium condensation. As much as this is a good thing, we're going to change it out. Here we have the new Tom's tail light. This is essentially Miley's new booty cheek. Let's go install it.